Confidence is not something that appears overnight. It is cultivated, nurtured, and strengthened through consistent effort and conscious growth. One of the most powerful tools to build genuine self-belief is knowledge. When you immerse yourself in learning, whether it's exploring new skills, understanding different perspectives, or deepening your expertise in a familiar field, you equip yourself with the assurance that comes from competence. Every bit of knowledge you gain becomes a building block, reinforcing the foundation of your confidence. Inspired by the teachings of Dr. Joseph Murphy, we understand that the mind is not just a repository of facts, but a dynamic instrument capable of shaping reality. Dr. Murphy emphasized that our thoughts have the power to influence our actions, and when knowledge is combined with deliberate, positive thinking, it creates an unshakable inner strength. Learning doesn't just improve your ability to perform tasks or solve problems. It transforms the way you perceive yourself. When you confront challenges with preparation and insight, the sense of fear or self-doubt diminishes, replaced by a calm certainty that you are capable and resourceful. The process of acquiring knowledge itself becomes a confidence-building exercise, teaching resilience, patience, and perseverance. Each step of understanding, no matter how small, signals to your mind that you can achieve more than you previously imagined. Moreover, learning consistently exposes you to new ideas, cultures, and philosophies, expanding your worldview and allowing you to engage with the world from a place of informed awareness rather than uncertainty. This kind of intellectual growth directly influences emotional growth, creating a harmony between what you know and how you feel about your capabilities. As Dr. Joseph Murphy often highlighted, belief and understanding are intertwined. When you truly understand a concept or a skill, your belief in your ability to apply it naturally follows. Over time, this habitual pursuit of knowledge leads to a self-reinforcing cycle. The more you learn, the more you realize your potential, and the more confident you become in exploring even more complex or challenging areas. Importantly, this confidence is not rooted in arrogance or comparison to others. It stems from a personal acknowledgement of growth, mastery, and the continuous expansion of your mental and emotional faculties. By integrating small learning practices into everyday life, whether reading, practicing a skill, or engaging in thoughtful reflection, you steadily accumulate a wealth of competence and assurance. It is through this deliberate and inspired approach to learning, one that mirrors the insights shared by Dr. Joseph Murphy, that anyone can cultivate a level of confidence that is both authentic and enduring, empowering them to navigate life's challenges with poise, clarity, and a deep, unwavering sense of self-belief. Integrating learning into your daily life is not about overwhelming yourself with massive amounts of information or forcing long hours of study. It's about creating consistent habits that gradually expand your knowledge and reinforce your confidence. Inspired by the wisdom of Dr. Joseph Murphy, we can understand that the mind thrives on repetition and focus, and small, deliberate steps toward growth often yield the most profound results. Start by dedicating even a few minutes each day to learning something new. This could be reading a chapter of a book, watching an educational video, listening to a podcast, or practicing a skill that challenges your current abilities. The key is consistency. When learning becomes a daily routine, it slowly transforms from a task into a natural and enjoyable part of your life. As Dr. Murphy taught, thoughts shape our habits and habits shape our outcomes. So by consistently engaging your mind in constructive learning, you are directly reinforcing patterns that build both competence and confidence. Another effective approach is to set small, achievable goals that are aligned with your interests or professional aspirations. Each goal you accomplish, no matter how minor it seems, strengthens your sense of capability and signals to your subconscious that you are capable of growth. Journaling your progress or reflecting on what you've learned can also deepen the impact, as it encourages your mind to actively process and internalize new knowledge rather than letting it passively fade away. Collaboration is another powerful tool for integrating learning into everyday life. Engaging in discussions with peers, joining study groups, or even teaching others what you've learned reinforces your understanding while simultaneously boosting confidence. Dr. Joseph Murphy emphasized the power of sharing knowledge, as explaining concepts to others not only clarifies your own understanding, but also affirms your ability to contribute meaningfully to the world. Additionally, embracing challenges and stepping outside your comfort zone allows learning to become a transformative experience. When you confront unfamiliar situations with curiosity rather than fear, you provide your mind with opportunities to adapt, problem solve, and expand, which in turn strengthens your self-belief. Technology can also be leveraged to make learning more accessible and consistent. Online courses, apps, and digital communities provide resources that allow you to learn at your own pace and on your own schedule. The important point is not the quantity of information, but the intentionality behind your learning efforts. By approaching each day as an opportunity to grow, integrating small yet deliberate learning practices, and reflecting on progress regularly, you create an ongoing cycle of development that reinforces confidence from within. Over time, these habits transform your mindset. You begin to approach life's challenges with a sense of preparedness, knowing that whatever comes your way, your knowledge and skills equip you to handle it effectively. Inspired by Dr. Joseph Murphy's teachings, this approach shows that learning and confidence are not separate pursuits. They are deeply interconnected. As you make learning a natural and intentional part of your daily routine, you steadily cultivate the kind of self-assuredness that empowers you to move forward in life with clarity, courage, and an unwavering belief in your own potential. Once learning becomes a natural part of your life, the next step is to intentionally apply that knowledge in ways that strengthen both your abilities and your confidence. Knowledge alone is valuable, but its true power is realized when it is put into practice. Inspired by Dr. Joseph Murphy, we understand that the mind does not just store information, it thrives when actively engaged and challenged. Each time you take what you have learned and use it to solve a problem, create something new, or improve a situation, you reinforce the connection between knowledge and self-belief. Application doesn't need to be dramatic or life-altering. Even small, consistent actions can create a powerful impact over time. For instance, if you've learned a new communication technique, try using it in your next conversation, meeting, or presentation. If you've studied a new skill, set aside time to practice it, gradually increasing your competence until it becomes second nature. These deliberate applications serve as proof to yourself that you are capable and that your learning has real, tangible value. Dr. Joseph Murphy often emphasized the importance of belief in action. Understanding a concept intellectually is only part of the equation. Believing in your ability to act on it is what transforms potential into reality. Another essential aspect of applying knowledge is embracing mistakes as learning opportunities. Confidence is not the absence of error, but the understanding that every mistake is a chance to grow. When you approach challenges with curiosity and resilience rather than fear, you develop a mindset where learning and self-assurance reinforce each other. Over time, this approach creates a natural flow of progress. The more you practice and apply what you know, the more competent you feel, and the more confident you become in exploring new challenges. Mentorship and feedback can also amplify the benefits of applied learning. Seeking guidance from experienced individuals or asking for constructive critique helps you refine your skills while building confidence in your ability to accept, process, and act on new information. Dr. Joseph Murphy emphasized that the mind thrives when it is focused on positive, constructive outcomes, and receiving feedback allows you to channel your learning in ways that strengthen both understanding and self-belief. Beyond skills and techniques, applying knowledge also has a profound effect on your mindset and emotional resilience. Every time you face a situation and rely on your learning to navigate it successfully, you reinforce an internal narrative of capability and strength. You begin to trust your judgment, adapt more easily to change, and approach life with a calm, assured perspective. Ultimately, applying knowledge consistently turns learning from a passive accumulation of facts into an active, life-enhancing practice. Inspired by Dr. Joseph Murphy, this integration of knowledge and action shows that self-confidence is not a fixed trait, but a skill cultivated through persistent effort, reflection, and application. By using what you know to shape your experiences, confront challenges, and expand your abilities, you create a cycle where learning fuels confidence, and confidence motivates further learning. In this way, every day becomes an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more self-assured, steadily building the foundation for a life defined not only by competence, but by a deep, unwavering belief in your own potential.